Hello everybody of the Let's Play community, I'm the Blind Swordsman and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode we did the intro, we learned about Cecil's fate as a Dark Knight. We actually took control of Cecil. We learned who these characters were in the last episode. And we found out that the king is being a dick and taking all the stuff. In this episode we're going to go snooping around the barren towns. And there's a couple of things that are really weird and interesting about not only this version of the game, but the Japanese version of this game. For example, this part right here, and you can see this actually. I have the ROM of on my Raspberry Pi of this particular scene. She actually strips in the Japanese version. There's an English ROM you can get out there that kind of it localizes the Japanese version, but it's not very good. If you come down here, we can get some other stuff. The only reason why I say it's not very good is because the Final Fantasy IV that we know and love is kind of faster paced, especially this version of the game. I would say the PSP version is the best version of the game. And I always said if I was going to do a Final Fantasy IV again on this channel, I was going to do Final Fantasy IV on the PSP version because I love this version. It's so quick, it's so smooth, it's gorgeous to look at. I mean, it looks amazing. So, anyway folks, we get our first battle of the day, which is goblins and sword rats. Now, in this game, what is amazing is it has an auto battle feature, and the original Final Fantasy IV did not. Also, if you saw the little lines right there, that's like the auto battle, like the advanced battle system. Basically, what it does is it makes it so that it's easier to fight. Well, it's easier for you to get an attack off. The first version of this game did not have that little bar at the bottom, so this also is a faster version. If you want to play the Game Boy Advance version, it's kind of the same version, only I like this better because it looks better. But anyway, welcome to our first dungeon. This is Mist Cave. And as you saw there, I cut out the fights that we had for today. And I think this one's the other one that we've had, which is Larva. That's the thing, folks. Even, spoiler alert, there's a boss coming up. Not very spectacular. We're not really going to see any spectacular enemies. Turn back. Who is there? So we get the potion here. And I'm not going to be getting all the treasure in this game. I'm going to be getting most of it. My eyes, a Final Fantasy game or a Super Nintendo like Final Fantasy game like this, like Chrono Trigger or anything like that, is 100%ed by doing the side quests, which I will be doing. I'll be getting like all the doing all the side quests in this game. But anyway, folks, once we get up to here, leave at once. Would that be the whatever of Mist Valley? Knights of Baron, I see. Who are you? Leave now or suffer the consequences. Show yourself. You dare to ignore my warnings? Yes. We have to get to Mist. There's no time. So be it. The mist is gathering. So we get our first boss battle of the game, which is the Mist Dragon. And this guy is pretty difficult. I'm turning off the auto battle for this fight because basically one of the abilities I've not shown yet is that Kain can jump. Kain's jump ability in this game I'm going to be using a lot because I freaking love it. I got to like a later part of the game, just barely, as I'm recording this part, I'm like pretty much almost done with the game. But yeah, he like destroys when he jumps. It's insane. So I always like jumping. Fun fact, you saw the darkness down there for Cecil? Cecil's darkness actually was not available in the American Super Nintendo Final Fantasy II. And that brings me to what Final Fantasy is in America. So this is Final Fantasy IV, the number that we didn't initially get. Final Fantasy IV was originally Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo. First off, it was Final Fantasy I, then it went to 2, then it went to 3. But 2 and 3 were never released in America. So we got Final Fantasy IV a little bit later under its name. Final Fantasy IV. And then the same with 5, and then it went to 6, and then 7 after that. Anyway, we're here. We made it. The ring is glowing. Oops. What? This is it. This is why they sent us here. We destroyed the entire village. Why would they make us do this? No, Mommy! My mom's dragon died and my mom died. What? I've heard these people with power to summon such beasts. Summoners, they're called. Then you don't mean by killing that dragon, we've also killed the girl's mother. You killed my mom's dragon? We didn't know this would happen. So that's the king's wish to annihilate every summoner in this village. That was a horrible voice. That can't be. I'm afraid it's true. We've also got to get rid of the girl. Cain, we must obey the king's orders. But she's just a child. You intend to defy the king? I refuse to continue any more slaughter in the name of the king. I was hoping you'd say that. You wouldn't be standing against the king without me, Cain. What? I'm not reading very good. So you'll join me? Yes, but we need allies to oppose the mightiest kingdom in the land. We'll have to get Rosa far from danger as well. Thank you, Cain. Save it. This isn't for your sake. This place is dangerous. We better get going. What about the girl? We can't leave her. We'll have to take her with us. And they're basically like, come here! They're coaxing her pretty much. Yeah, like she's actually gonna go. Come on, we have to go now. No, stay away. Wait. I hate you, you killed my mama! So now we get another boss battle, a little girl. And so I still don't show the darkness ability. I think I'll show it off later, but yeah. So you could try to attack, but this is inevitable. Like, see, you can hit her, which I hit a little girl. I apologize. It's not my intention to be a dick. My intention is to save the world, man. I mean, what do you expect? To not save the world? That's funny. Anyway, she splits a crack, like causes a huge earthquake in the kingdom. She's safe, thank goodness. Cain! I have to get her out of here. Cain, I pray that you're alive. And so now we're actually officially really kind of in the overworld. I mean, this is kind of the start out point of the overworld. And like I said, we're going to be fighting these guys, these enemies in here, but they're nothing too spectacular. I mean, they're kind of hard, especially considering Cecil has to do 2 hits on these guys. They're really not that hard, though. Once you get hits on those guys, the healing mods are no problem at all. And so, I'm actually going to show the enemies off once, and then I'm cutting them out the rest of the playthrough, so I kind of have to keep an eye on the footage. I have to get her to a safe place. Oh, that's Cain's voice, I think. Wow, the saturation really makes the floor stick out. Holy crap. I didn't even I saturate the videos a little bit because I want them to look better. Man, that looks weird. Hey, are you alright? My name's Cecil. What's yours? You're not gonna talk to me? You dick. I'm sorry about your mother. I understand if you can't forgive me. Will you at least let me protect you? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, she'll let you protect you. For $2. For 10 cents. Oh, baby. Cecil, I finally found you. Wait. I am here on the king's orders. All the summoners of mist must be annihilated. Give me the girl now. Never. Then you shall die. So we get, I guess it's kind of boss. So what I like to do at the beginning is leave it on auto battle and then turn it off because it just makes the fight go faster. Because if we take out the other Baron soldier before we take out the general, we lose out on experience because the general actually likes to run away. So just do the auto battle for the first 2. focus your attack on the general, and then once the general is dead, we're gonna attack the Baron soldier. And it takes a little bit longer, but trust me, it's worth the experience points at this point in the game, because I'm gonna be grinding after this episode, and the grinding takes about 15 to 20 minutes, which is not a huge deal, I get, but I can't stand grinding in this game. Well, with the auto battle, it's okay, but grinding is just kind of monotonous, because especially at the beginning of this point in the game, the random encounters can take forever to actually spawn, in which case, like, I don't mind that, but the problem, that's one of the problems I have with this game, is the random encounters are so sporadic. Like, the rest of the Final Fantasies fixed that, so I wanted to show Darkness, because I'm probably going to use it like once or twice, but never really again. But yeah, the random encounters are not as sporadic, in my eyes, in the rest of the series. They're like, they like consistently get like more and more encounters as you go throughout the games. But for this one, it's so sporadic. It's weird. Like, you get to one point in the game, there's a dungeon in the game, and I swear the encounters are jacked up more than even the final dungeon of the game. It's ridiculous. So, we just promised Rydia to... Oh, Rydia. Now we know her name. Luckily I said that then, because that would have been a spoiler. We would have... we promised Rydia that we would take her along and help her to find her family. So yeah. Now I'm gonna actually head out and show you kind of. I think there's like one more encounter that I'm gonna show. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing I gotta do. So if we come up here, come up to here, Rosa. Rosa. By the way, what a beautiful theme. Cecil, be careful. So well. We found Rosa, and she's really badly hurt. With that, folks, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'm the Blind Swordsman. I will see you in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, where we're going to go to our second dungeon of the game. Take care, everybody, and have a fantastic day.